Here at Surf Bowl in Oceanside for the first JBT Stepladder Finals of 2018. And one of the same recurring characters from 2017, Salama, fresh off his main event win. Looking to win JBT title number 6 here. He's won a couple matches to get this far, but he's taken on top seed Kyle Enders, who was the qualifying leader, and then exploded in the semifinals to consolidate that lead. And there is 4. He opened the match with a wiggling 5-10, which he converted, and now he's got the buzzard. Tricky little pattern today. I'm impressed that Kyle managed to go 340 up on this. There's a lot of grab in the middle. A lot of 2-10, 2-8-10 combos out of the righties if you let it leak a little bit to the right. And now let's see if he can really pull off a Houdini act. I've only seen this made live a couple times. It's close. Man, he had just caught a piece of that 3, or 2. He had a chance at it. Instead, there's not too many title matches these days, or matches of any type, when you see Solomon's scoreboard read 8 spare 4-3. Big opportunity here for Kyle to put some really pressure on Salama, something that not many bowlers have been able to do lately. No, you gotta be kidding me. You know, when you're on a tear like Salama is, seems like you get all the breaks, even when it's your opponent getting a bad break, and that is a rotten one, because that ball looks like it was just kind of shred the rack, and instead 7-10, but we have yet to have one of these suckers made on camera, and I have seen pins bounce here. Not to be, and instead of the early lead, it's a lead, but he wanted a lot more than 6-pin lead right there, that's for darn sure. Good one going on over in the handicap division as well, as top seed Justin Phillips Jr. has to beat Mikayla by 11 pins, and that's been a tall task because Mikayla has been on fire in this stepladder, shooting 220, 210 scratch his last two games. But Justin started front 3, Mikayla went double spare, so a good one brewing over there. The smooth left gets the 6-pin try. Let's see if Kyle can mentally rebound from that bad break. There you go. Best performance of the season for Kyle by far, dominated this tournament all the way. 264 in game 3 to take over the lead, then what is that? 739 in the semifinals. Different urethane ball there, pitch blue, instead of the whatever the black ball is that he uses all the time. It's not a target zone, I know that. That's about it. He defeated Kevin Benang in round 2 of the finals, and then Ryan Lee in the semis in a match that was close until almost the end. Benang had beaten Matt Chestnut to open up the scratch finals. 20 down cut, sort of medium scoring pace. Duhane just slow booking the lane there. That's her 3rd 7 counter, worse in a row though. Very, very straight posture all the way through the first couple steps until he finally crouches near the line. He says, "Is that good enough?" And the pins say, "Nope." He's confused. He's been scoring okay, but he really hasn't been dialed in to the 1-2 pocket in these matches. He's gotten some fortunate breaks and has thrown his best shots when he's needed them, as champions do. But it seems like the shots that he likes more are the shots that aren't striking. Okay, the ones leaving 3 pins and half 7s and stuff like that. Has to not have a mental blip at these single pin spares. Ryan's match turned around when he got lazy. I missed that. Kyle's going to take a re-rack here. I think that's a smart move. Meanwhile, we'll catch Justin over here. A rapidly developing game. Those 6, 7, 8 steps even, little shuffle steps. Real smooth at the foul line. That's a soon-to-be scratch bowler if I've ever seen one. I know he had a 300 in adult Cal State. And a good finish at main event also this year. Yo. Where are we looking? Oh, good, thank you. Do you want to fix it? Whoops. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but he went, second he let that go. That was a tug all the way. If he was thinking about that 710. Oh, dear. Well, that's why he's not in scratch yet. Whipped that 6 by a mile. It's all about spare shooting at this level. It really is. No trouble. Well, boy, more trouble than I thought it was going to be. But no trouble with the 6-pin for Andrews. As long as he's been bowling with us, and it has been a while, he's still looking for his first scratch title. Quite a few handicap wins. He wasn't quite sure how many. Bless you, goodness. What the heck was that? Neither twin with a scratch title yet. I expect that to change very soon. See the one that was sick that withdrew last week? That was you. Both these guys bowled team trials after main event. And then half of Vegas got sick at team trials, including Kennison, who conveniently is like 9 inches from me right now too. So good night, everybody. I'll be heading up along by morning. Well, Mikayla looked pretty locked in, and now through his 2 worst shots of the title match in back-to-back frames here. Alright. Plenty of frames left. Just make those spares. You're bowling an opponent who is not dialed in. Hard and straight at the spares, takes all the hook out of it, avoids the chop, and that's nicely done. The newest development in Solomon's game has been a balk. Like somewhere around once a game recently, he will stop midway through his approach. It's part of him finally growing, and that's literally what it is. His feet get a little bit awkward, and he's smart enough to stop. See, and then his reaction tells the story. That was a shot he wasn't happy with, and he gets them all to tickle up. He's not at all sure what to do to get that ball to face up through the 1-2 correctly. You win everything in sight, you become such a perfectionist. Of course, the back-to-back junior gold championships the last 2 summers, main event a couple weeks ago. Didn't have that great a week at trials by his standards. Lofty standards that they are. Working on a strike though here. Oh, that one looked pretty good. He's giving the pins the Ushka look there at the end of lane 3, or where the pins work. They're gone now. Mikayla opened in the 6th, and now in the 7th for the shootout here in the 10th. She's getting 11 pins in this match. She trails by more than those 11, so the first time in about an hour and a half that Buhain's been in any kind of trouble whatsoever. Big shot for Powell here to not let Salama just get a free ride here the rest of the way. That looks better. Yeah, there you go. Big thanks to Don and the crew here at Surf. They are really always happy to have us. We're happy to be here. Got a welcome sign outside, welcome sign right over there on the far right of the camera. Of course, thanks to all our sponsors, but none more so than MSC. In particular this month, they put a lot of extra bonus money into the prize fund. We of course have that standing $100 bonus for 300 games that 5 people took advantage of the main event. Cal doesn't want 300, he just wants 1 in a row right here, boy. he's been able to just ride that oil in the middle to get the ball to fade back into the pocket. It's just game 12 on this pair. That time it just checks up at the last minute and 4 pins. In trouble. Phillips has a chance to put Buhane away over here. Oh boy! Wow! Instead, he barely keeps the ball hanging on the 1 board, and I don't know how the pin missed the 3 pin. It ended up in front of it. Very fortunate to get 9 out of that. Trying to avenge his little brother's loss as Mikayla beat Justin's brother Braden in the semifinal. Mikayla beat another good buddy of theirs, Simon Ortega, in round 2, and was all over Kyle Perry in round 1. Asked to win by 11, and he is leading by 40-ish, give or take an ish. Salama, there's the buck. And a smile. Not a growth spurt. The Wilt Chamberlain of the tour here. Thank you very much. Think he's getting comfortable with being on camera? Oh man. All these guys in scratch are so good. You give them 3 games to figure out something. Chances are they're going to put it together. He's throwing 2 of his better shots the last 2 frames. Andrews can still max out for 215. What is that pace Solomon's at with that weird count there? 199 pace, is that right? 90, yeah, 199 pace, so still anybody's match. Mikayla struck in the 8th, has to strike here in the 9th. Looks good. Oh! A bad break there. Solomon the top 217 qualifier, Mikayla the top girls qualifier, so they still have more balls. Yeah. All of a sudden he rips off 4 in a row and puts Kyle really behind the 8 ball here. .215 suddenly looks mandatory, not just max. Oh, another real bad tug. If he watches the tape back, he'll see how fast his feet got on that one. Feet arrived, the ball was still in his hand. The only thing you can do is yank it across your body. And kind of falling apart a little bit on him here. Destined to try and salt it away. Salt he shall not. Big split. Feel bad for anybody who leads the tournament as dominantly as Kyle did. Bowling's a weird game. You kind of got to win it twice. And this match is not going his way now. Still not completely over those in Solomon losing splits. He's got 191 left. Well, make that 181 left. Now that's probably. Justin got his fill over there. Mikayla can strike out for 196 plus 11 for 207. So any mark plus reasonable count will win the match for Justin. Happens to open again. Mikayla can swipe it away. Oh no. Oh, now just the, yeah, there goes Kennison. And there's the reaction of someone who just won his first JBT title. Big fist pump. Defeats a tough opponent in Mikayla. Man, was she good today.
Fingers are done. I have my own happy Thanksgiving.
Kevin, you ready to play this clown?
Yeah.
All right. Now there's the old target zone. And he leaves the 3.5. That was a 6, so assuming they swipe it here, if the sweep goes up, all they have to do is clear the deadwood, and he has to shoot it like that. And the sweep's going to 90 stop, so he will have to shoot it like that if they manage to clear it off. Anybody want to call that? Somebody want to? Anybody? Somebody? Anybody?
Kevin, please.
Anybody? Somebody?
It's peanut butter.
Is that going to go call that?
Kevin,
Tell him lift the sweep and clear the deadwood. Don't get rid of it. Double in the 10th for Justin Phillips, or as we call him around here, JBT champion Justin Phillips. He's going to shoot 220 scratch. That's what Mikayla's been doing to all her opponents. It's been a long time since we've had Mikayla, but she's got 2 titles, including an invitational. Looked like it was going to be number 3, but couldn't quite be. It was a 219 scratch game, though. There's your champ. Mikayla's going to play Renee. If we can coax Renee out of the blanket. You know, there she is. She's practicing over there now.
Where am I going to face the
7-8. Still 180 if she makes this spare, well over her entering average, so nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever for her. Salama just getting as much camera time as humanly possible, and the mechanic moved the 6 back on spot. Kyle, you have 169 max. He's already over that. Can we just get on with it? Thank you. If it mattered at all, gosh, I would have had to have told him to move that back off spot is what I would have had to have done there. That would have been a very odd request. Clearly he would have missed that if it was off spot like it was supposed to be, but no well. It is Planet Solomon. We're all just renting apartments on it at the moment. The next big thing, folks. And you talk about, you know, where was Kyle King at 15 years old? Where was Cortez at 15 years old? That's Wesley. That's right when they all started taking off in the scratch division. Here we are seeing it again. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of statistics he piles up over the next years. Tough break again for Kylie Bold. So much better than you just saw in the last 20 minutes. But Solomon found enough to grind out the 2-0, and it turned out that was plenty. Mikayla, you're not putting your stuff away, are you? Okay, good. You're going to 3 and 4, so don't go far. Renee, 3 and 4. C. Figure we don't want to move you guys after all this. We've been waiting 7 hours for this match, and go figure, Kyle's going to strike out. Kyle could probably throw 20 in a row right now. One of the weird things about step ladder bowling. Good job out of him. Big congrats to Justin and Salama. We'll do it all over again tomorrow, right here, 100 feet from the ocean at Surf.